Let's be honest, this is the only reason why I'm here.
Oh, how about this? Please attend the Akademiya's academic symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
Hi, Kusunali. The audience would definitely have a reaction, yeah. Definitely.
Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
You're Nahida, right?
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one
Sounds so
of
weird.
those
Oh!
missions. Doesn't come by often.
I was gonna say that sounds so weird when it's like Nahida in Catherine's body speaking, but then...
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning. So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Yeah, and the whole two of them.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Wait, I love the screenshot. Wow, we went so far away.
Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Maybe, I would say infiltrate them.
No way, that's too risky.
Really?
I mean, it'd be too easy to get caught? No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
She has a good point.
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing? That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Possess a key figure in the Akademiya? I feel like everything is gonna be incorrect.
I've already tried that.
Yeah.
But all the key members of the Akademiya, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages. You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back...
Yeah, that's who I thought of. I also thought of Alhaitham.
He acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Akademiya's back. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Akademiya, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant. The name Sataria means star. She's just running away from her problems. Indeed, she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Sounds exactly like the person we need. So someone who feels guilty that they're scheming, but they're too deep into this to step back?
That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. Sataria will take a day off from the Akademiya every 10 days to do some shopping in the city.
Every 10 days? She only has one day off every 10 days?
To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots, and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there. This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Uh-huh. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Well, the girl over here is literally a god, and me, Yeah, I kind of made a god angry to the point that they wanted to kill everything and everyone around them. Yeah.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro.
This guy. Divine my prospect in health, in love. In health, I guess.
Health prospects. No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
You're
Your
healthy.
life shall continue on for many tens of thousands of years. Impossible.
Well, poor girl, she doesn't know what's coming.
I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Paimon's so savage. Gather information as instructed by Nahida.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy. All our goods are sure to meet your every need.
He's flirting with her so hard. Dude, like, hold your horses.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the Akademiya. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
That's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the Akademiya after their next round of exams.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
Paimon, why are you so savage today?
Good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much.
So, was that everybody? 3 familiar faces should be enough for Satari. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland!
Weren't we just discussing how it's not okay to take advantage of someone like 5 minutes ago?
The Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different. Yep, possess them through the Akasha, imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King, and then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Wait, we have to do this?
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
Exactly.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking this whole time. Thank you for asking, Paimon.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
Let's become the fortune teller.
Oh, here she comes. Sataria's here. Let's quietly follow her.
Great hiding spot, everyone.
We'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them.
Wow, even better. 3 heads peeking out. Oh. Oh.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love.
Which fortune do you want me to read for you today?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work?
This is so cute and funny. No, I'm not gonna say, oh ho ho, the gods have spoken. The gods have spoken.
Gods are asking, Sataria, why haven't you gone home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
Is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What? I have no idea what she said.
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
Look at that smug. I'm the wisest and the mightiest of all.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me.
The King Deseret Resurrection is a misinformation campaign?
Oh, she just ran off in a hurry. She's out of Kim's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
I wonder, is there a
I
possibility
just got caught up in something.
that they're not able to possess someone's mind? Like maybe their mind is like so strong they're not able to do that?
Oh, so who are you siding with in all of this? The Akademiya or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Akademiya.
Okay, I don't think that like shaming her for her choices is the right thing to do, you know?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Exactly. Oh, she's running away.
Come on, Sataria's already started talking with Shishan.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately?
I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible.
Are you still failing to realize that the Akademiya's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King, who works side by side with the Akademiya and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects.
Please, please stop!
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do? This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? The situation in the city is getting out of control. Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side. Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible. The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Akademiya's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it
Oh my
sound like
God,
I should be
that looks
ashamed for becoming a believer of the
awesome.
Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
It's not too late to turn back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Akademiya and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Great, we finally convinced her.
How much do you know about the Sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents.
Yeah, that's what I also figured.
Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Akademiya entrance.
The Akademiya entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Wow.
Don't worry about that. This won't be a trap.
Really?
I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Akademiya again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents. Would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side. All we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
I love the fact that Paimon like asks the same questions that go through my head.
Tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Alright. Don't you feel like something's off?
Off? What do you feel is off?
It's just a little too quiet around here. Oh, that's true. I didn't realize. There's literally no one on the street.
Case for the entire city, though. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
Yeah, but she definitely has the power to convince the whole city to go to sleep early. Now, I have a bad feeling about this. But I'm also here for the drama, so I'm not complaining. A cutscene. Wait. What?
What are all these people doing here at this hour?
Oh my god, it's that scene where she gets stabbed. This is so creepy.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
Wow. You're the outcast, expelled from the Akademiya.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Oh my god, that was epic. The dual
If you're
blade.
looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh my god, are they gonna rip her apart?
What should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. Oh my god. Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
So it's not the scene that she gets stabbed? Maybe she's kidnapped now.
This should be far enough. That guy was number 2. So scary.
Wait, I didn't even look at his number. He was number 2? Wow. Who's number 1? I don't know the numbers of the Fatui.
Now that the doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Akademiya. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
Yeah, I would assume so. We need to find a way to reunite with Nahida.
Yeah.
Let's go find Inari.
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Avidya forest?
Kali must know the doctor, right? Because she was involved with Fatui before.
Kale! It's nice to see you again! Are you doing alright?
To be honest, I'm not doing too well.
Oh.
Yelazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks.
He left? But isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidya forest? He even turned down the sage's invitation.
To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of.
See you later, Kale!
Yeah, see you later. Keep yourself safe, girl. Okay, I hope I fixed the dialogue volume a little bit, because it was a little bit too quiet in the first part of this video. So let's see.
Look who it is!
Nahida! You haven't been reprogrammed by the doctor, have you? I feel like she has.
Hey,
She's a spy now.
It's supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment!
No, I'm just being cautious. But I have a question. Weren't we going after Tinare?
I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point. What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
I feel like something is still fishy. Like, there's something fishy, okay?
I wouldn't be relieved just yet.
Yeah.
I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Akademiya, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
We need to hurry.
Ugh. Have you been waiting for us? Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads? We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Traveler? It is you!
Ah, I forgot about her.
Ah, the voice! It's Hypatia!
You recognize her from her voice, not her looks?
Who's this?
You know what I need to do with this pose? I need to transform it into the "is this a pigeon" meme.
She's a scholar we met in the Avidya forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life? Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
I feel like Dottore had something to do with it. You're truly amazing.
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
I love the fact that she's just confessing how she finally achieved something she's been working on for so long, and now we're like, actually, we're looking for someone else.
Oh, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that? I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Harmony.
You know, I like the fact that for the first time ever, we finally have an archon that actually doesn't use us to fix other problems, but actually someone who is actively working with us.
Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god, my creator, my mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human, my family, my friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Okay, before we go into, I want to just comment on this. Because, first of all, Scaramouche. Okay, we established that? Great. Second of all, this is why I freaking love Scaramouche, because his story is not like, oh, one person died, oh, one person hurt me, oh, one thing happened to me and then I switched into a villain. No, he literally, from the second he was like created / born, he had like horrible things happening to him. Like, he was a failure, he was an abomination, his best friend died. He had all these horrible events happening to him that at some point he realized that he cannot anymore handle his emotions. Like, this is what he was saying, that he wants to abandon all emotions because he feels like they are the ones hurting him. He realizes that he can't control other people. So instead of trying to like, kill everyone, as I feel like everyone thinks, everyone I feel like assumes that he's like a mass murderer. I don't think that's what it is. I genuinely think that he wants people to feel finally enough. I think that he wants people to feel like they're good enough, that they don't have to feel sad or depressed or lonely. I feel like he has this maybe a little bit messed up, but still a vision of what could be happiness. And for him, that means rejection of human emotions, because he believes that human emotions made him weaker. And I feel like he's just such a complex villain, because I completely understand that people hate him. But I personally, you can't see me because I don't have a face cam, but I was legit crying throughout that cutscene.
My creator. My mother.
I freaking love Scaramouche. He's like, I think him and Ito are my two most favorite characters in that entire game. They are the ones that are like driving me through the story. And also that other outfit that we saw Scaramouche on, yeah, this one, I really think this is the one that we're gonna get when he becomes playable, because I have heard some informations that his outfit is gonna be slightly different. And also, he's not gonna be Electros probably, which I'm not really happy about that, to be honest with you, but we'll see. I'll definitely wait until we actually have some official information on what his kid is gonna look like. But I'm really excited for him. I'm really excited for his story. Oh my god, this is Scaramouche's era. I am ready. Okay, we can finally move on. I've been rambling for like 10 minutes.
Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him.
Yeah.
How is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
I'm saying that, like, the Fatui is still behind all of this. They are manipulating everyone's minds, and now Hypatia thinks that she connected herself to the god.
Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion!
Look how shocked they are, because I think that Scaramouche, like, shared his memories with everyone because he wants to be seen as a god, because he has this, well, first of all, he has a little bit of a god complex, but also I feel like because he thinks like he was never good enough, he was not good enough to be the puppet, so a replacement for a god. He feels this need to prove himself to be enough, to be on God's level.
Only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Oh, so now she believes that, like, okay, she believes that her heart is, like, full of emotions, and that's what's stopping her from salvation.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
Wake up, Hypatia!
Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
I think you did the opposite. I think you found darkness in light.
Have I already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right.
I need to pee. Oh no, I can't see. Wait. I need to pee. Oh, this is the scene that Catherine gets stabbed. I mean, Nahida. This was so epic. I have chills. Tinari.
We finally lost him!
But can someone tell me what is Tinari doing here? Like...
Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
It's me. What just happened?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Tighnari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries, and then he ran with us all the way here.
No, this time she didn't just transfer her mind into my body. Our minds swapped places.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
The consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
It's in a code that only we know. Yeah, we can't let the doctor figure out what we're up to.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful.
What could that mean? I have no idea.
Huh.
Alright! Wait, didn't that guy say that we're the moon? So even in a moonless night, so a night where the traveler is not here, the starlight, so maybe it's like her consciousness can enter I don't know.
Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before?
Really?
It had something to do with Sataria.
So even in Moonless Lights, one night without the Traveler, Sataria can be the one to come and save everyone? Is that what I mean? The moon refers to Nahida herself. Oh. The starlight refers to the people of the desert. Illusion and lies refer to Akademiya plans. Well, I think this is obvious.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, so it's not what I thought it is.
Do you think
Well,
Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
the Akademiya is turning the balladeer into a god. I think it's not like they're turning him into a god, but they want to treat him like a god.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have any evidence?
No. I saw a nascent god under construction. Hypatia also showed us so-called divine consciousness.
Because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Wait, so you can actually make a god? I thought you're born as a god. So the balladeer, Scaramouche, he can actually become a god? Let's head to the desert for now.
We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. We finally made it to Caravan Reebok. It's pretty lively here.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Since when are you here?
Huh?
Alhaitham, where did he come from?
Over here.
What? Okay. Oh, we have to run with him?
Alhaitham went that way. Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Alhaitham, you have longer legs than me. You have to wait for me.
What the? Where did she go?
Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thanks, Alhaitham.
All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Akademiya.
Whatever you say, still thank you.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Akademiya's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Akademiya, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking.
And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
So you were actually looking for me?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
It must be because I was so shocked to hear these words again. World forgets me.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
The situation is a little complicated. I can't share what I know just yet.
Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right.
Well, would you like to head there together?
Sounds good to me. Maybe I'll see you once we get there. Since it is an archon quest, not an exploration video. I'll do this quickly. In 3, 2, 1. Beautiful.
Cyno. Unless my memory fails me, We have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Akademiya. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
He's so sassy. I mean, I think we all know this by now. Or maybe you don't know. I have a soft spot for sassy characters. And Alhaitham, points for you.
Alhaitham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description? General Mahamatra Cyno, head of all the Matra at the Akademiya. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
I don't trust him as much as you seem to think.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Akademiya, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh! What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village?
They're still looking for an opportunity to attack.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
I'll dub it. Whoosh!
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm?
Oh, is that Candace in the back?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover. Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Why is he standing over there all alone? Come on, dude, sit with us. Like, does that not look like tension?
This is pretty awkward.
Yeah, I agree.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down.
And there was only one bed.
Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
She is stunning. Absolutely stunning.
My savior has come at last.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within Aru Village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
I like it. The gentle threats.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Akademiya's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me.
So they really are up to no good.
See, you should team up. You have the same goal.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. I believed it would be wise to flee the Akademiya before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation.
Cyno seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
It's still too early to trust him completely.
Why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the Akademiya, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
What?
I'm not surprised.
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused.
Really?
The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
So you decided to stalk someone for knowledge? Huh.
A most enticing offer.
Yeah, for
Unfortunately,
sure.
those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know.
Smart.
From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
See, both of you have the same goal. You should just make up.
Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebot as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize if that's worth anything to you.
No.
I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk.
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
What was that?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
Oh, Candace is fighting with the wolves. Why are they everywhere?
Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Here comes another wave!
We'll help you.
Leave this round to us.
Oh, will we
I got
get a
interrupted
trial
earlier,
Dia?
But now I have something to take my anger out on. Let's go.
No. I got my hopes up for nothing.
The creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
What is this?
So we should be safe for the time being.
What is this little energy ball here?
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the Akademiya.
One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
I'll help too.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keep?
The people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands, despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night. All the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground.
It must be Nahita's power.
I would think so too.
Then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
The mad scholar's power likely came from Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord Kusanali. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Then who's the imposter?
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
No, kid, really. Please help him, Cyno.
But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace. Do you know a boy by the name of Aesop?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Lucid Grandpa was probably Nahita. She must have soothed the other mad scholars as well. From the look of Cyno's face, he's probably connected the dots as well.
As long as Aesop keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Cyno.
How long is this quest? That's my question, because I literally started playing this quest at 8 AM and currently it's 6 PM. I've just been taking a little break here and there to edit the video and just eat something, and that's literally it. I have been just doing this story quest this whole time.
Let's go find your grandpa.
But I think I'll leave the next act to a separate video, considering that this one already took me so long to finish. See you then.